Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project planning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. Today we're going to do an unedited, of course, always unedited, video of me doing a get ready with me on my channel using some of the newer items in my collection, also using some project pan items that I'm trying to get uses on and get completed. So let's just go ahead and jump right in, and then we'll just chit chat as we go. But I'm first going to use the Makeup Forever Hydra Booster Primer. I'm not even sure if this is available, but it's a small sample. Oh, it's got some tint to it. It's like a pinky peachy, very peachy actually, primer. So this one won't take very long to get through. It's very liquidy, but we'll see what I think. It says step 1 primer, so let's step 1 primer it up. I have not put sunscreen on today because like I am staying indoors. I don't plan on sitting in front of a computer or anything, and I really just I'm trying to see how my other products will lay on my face without sunscreen today. So I will be using some of the items in my Project 10 uses because they are new in my collection, and I'm trying to form an opinion. And I'm also listening to Canada's Drag Race. It's season 2. Season 1 was so good. My favorite queen won. I only just started watching it, so it's unfortunate because I wish I watched it sooner. But yeah. Okay, I don't have a napkin for my stuff, so I'll have to grab a Kleenex. Okay, so next I want to use foundation. So we're going to go ahead and use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. And unfortunately, this does not have a pump. I am going to look into if there's a pump available. I am a little annoyed that I would have to pay for a pump knowing how expensive this is. Like, it better not be pricey, but I'm just going to do this because I am not going to be sharing this foundation with anyone. So I'm just going to apply it to my finger and then to my face, which is so gross, but it is what it is. I'll definitely look into a pump because this is just not happening. I could dump it out onto a tray, but I don't have any trays near me right now. Those are all in my kit because, you know, just in case I need to do a makeup on someone. Okay, I think that might be good enough for now. So let's see. It looks like a decent shade match. Like once it's sitting on my skin, like it looks all right once it's blended in, but just not just like sitting there like that. You can totally tell there's some stuff there, but when I blend it in, it takes the redness away. I just have to put the cap on this because I do not want this spilling. So it doesn't, like I didn't put a lot, so I have a feeling like it wasn't going to cover my sunspots, but I am over 40, so I definitely have some discoloration in my skin, some sun issues, sun damage. Girls, please wear sunscreen starting at a very young age. I wish I knew more to wear it. Like, you know about sunscreen, but like, it's like you think, oh, I'm going to be okay. I'm not going to need that. Yeah, you need it. Okay, I think that was a really good amount to do my face. I didn't need a lot, and it's like a nice light coverage. I'm so far enjoying the wear. I have used it before in a sample, but this is like the shade I selected for my skin, and I feel like it matches my neck and chest well. My chest is a little red from sun damage as well, so anything left on my brush I'm just gonna put there. But I do enjoy the color. I think it looks really nice, and I'm happy with the shade. So far, I'm okay with the foundation. I do feel it sitting on my skin, but it's not like heavy or uncomfortable. It's just I'm aware it's there, that kind of a thing. So that's I would say so far so good. Enjoying. I can see why people like it. Let's do concealer. So I'm going to use a little bit of my Kosas concealer in the shade 03W, which is a little bit darker. And I'm also going to mix that in with a little bit of my MAC Studio 24-Hour Smooth Wear Concealer in the shade NC15, which is incredibly light, but we'll use that to brighten up the inner corners and fill in the brightness elsewhere. I just want to blend the two colors together. This is a lot more concealer than I'm used to wearing, but I'm trying to get an idea of what I feel about these. I already know I like the Kosas, so that one is a good one. And normally I use a sponge, but I didn't wet a sponge before this because I didn't think I was going to do a get ready with me. I was just going to do some makeup. So I think eyes are going to be incredibly plain and neutral, but the rest of my face will probably be more like new stuff. I am enjoying both of these mixed together, honestly. I know I like both of them because I have used both of them before separately, and well, I don't think I've used these two together before actually, but using them together is very nice. It's a really beautiful coverage. I do have that brightness in my inner corner, and I think even though if I'm going to be covering that with a powder, it's still going to feel fabulous, I think. While it's creamy and not super creased, I have lines under my eyes. There will be creasing, but I'm going to use my one size powder and set those real quick. And I'm just going to take a little powder from Amazon, or a pressed puff, whatever you want to call it, a puff from Amazon. I just want to get in the inner corner for sure because that's where most of my creasing is. Oh, I just love the way that settles in. I do have the Givenchy Prisme Libre, and I would love to use it. I should have used it today, honestly, but I didn't plan on it. Whoops. And this just, it feels good. I definitely still have, of course, crepey skin. I am older. I'm like aging, and you will be able to see the lines. Like, you're not going to be able to get rid of that unless you have filler, like, or surgeries, okay? And I am not going to do that. I will age gracefully. My grandma was beautiful, and I will follow in their footsteps. You know what I mean? There. I should say grandmas were beautiful, not grandma, because that was not plural. So grandmas, they were both very beautiful, and what I enjoy is that they both had their own little makeup collection that I got to kind of play with. So especially my gran, that she really formed my love for beauty, and same with my mom. They've always both had like Mary Kay and CoverGirl and all that kind of stuff. And Avon. Yep, my gran sold Avon, so she always got me cute little samples of stuff, and I loved it. Okay, do I want to do a cream contour? I don't think I do today. So we're going to set the whole face with this powder that I know is too dark for me, but it's the one size Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder in medium 4, and I am not medium right now, but it's very yellow. Like, it's the most yellow powder. I think I'm going to use a puff for this. I have a Sephora puff that's a little dirty because I used it for concealer and stuff a couple times, but we're going to take this, and I just don't want to make this palette dirty. It's so stunning. I love, oh yeah, this is so dark. Oh yeah, this is so dark. I will just do in my contour area. Oh boy, this is definitely a summer shade for me. And then I'm just going to do the contour part and I'll go over, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It doesn't look that dark in the pan. Wow. His stuff is always darker than what it looks like in the pans. Anyway, it is medium, so I shouldn't have expected that, but yikes. Okay, so we're gonna go, I have another one here which may match me right now. I have the KVD Lock-It foundation powder in the shade 130 Light. And I would like to pan this. Of course, I would absolutely keep the compact, like the KVD line. Hello, again, metallic red, everything I want and more. So I am going to use this one. How do I do this? This one for the rest of my face. Woo. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. And it brightens up a little bit of that darkness. I should have used a cream cheek, but I planned on it because I have the rose. Is it Rosie or something like that? Rose from Stay Beauty, but I just don't want to wear a whole bunch of creams today because I have a lot of housework to do. And girl is sweaty, okay? I get sweaty real quick, so I need to powder up. Oh, this is a very lovely finely milled powder, and it's very yellow. So I really enjoy the actual like color of the product and the feel on my face. Like you can see it's picking up everything like it's being put on my face. The only stuff that's left on there was from my concealer from previous. So yeah. This is like it's so good. Oh, I do like this. I don't know if this is still available, but if it is, I really enjoy this. I'm more so into loose powders right now, but I really enjoy this, and I think I may switch this out with the one size one until the summer. I did not realize it was that dark. Like, holy smokes. I'm just gonna slowly blend that together a little bit more. Wow. But that was fantastic. And you can see, like, I know there's still product there, but that is from previous use. There's nothing extra left on that powder puff, and it makes me so happy. And it's not that dirty. We kept it clean, and it comes with a puff as well. So this one will be replacing the one size in my Project 10 uses because clearly that other one is just a little too dark. At least I tried it. At least I tried it. So let's move on to my contour. Now, I think I don't really have anything that's like new to use for contour. So I think I'm just going to use my Patrick Ta She Sculpted. And it looks like this. There is a cream and a powder, so we will use the powder first. I don't know how to do this with this big mop of hair on me right now. So that is just a really beautiful kind of neutral contour shade. It's not too cool, but it is leaning more cool in the neutral end. I really think that's gorgeous. I love a grayer based contour powder. I don't know why, but like I love a dark gray shadow. But this just gives like gorgeousness on the skin. It's really beautiful. And I don't have to do a lot on my forehead because I don't have a very large forehead. I really enjoy this a lot. I enjoy this powder a lot. I do want to try the cream, but I'm going to leave the cream for now, and I'm going to take another brush. Sorry, I'm like off screen right now, but I don't have a great setup here, and I have to try and find my stuff that's like on my little vanity that's like really small space for me to work because I don't have a beauty room. So I make my space work for me. But I'm going to use a little small brush and I'm going to contour my nose a bit. I do have quite a large nose, but I don't hate it. It does the job. Do people like it? No. I get comments, but honestly, I mean, I'm not going to change my appearance for people just because they have issues. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. But I will definitely contour because it always looks good to have a little bit of a contoured nose. It just goes with the rest of the face rather than leaving one of your angles like clear. It always looks good to have everything angled and contoured. So always want to try and play with different shades of contour and different styles of contour. Sometimes I go up into this eye area like I'm doing today. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't go so narrow on the tip. So it just, whatever you feel like doing, that's what you do. And I love doing my bottom lip because I feel like my lips are so small, but at the same time, I'm not going to go buy lips. Like, I'm not going to go get filler or anything like that. So it's just not for me personally. Plus, I can't afford to buy that. Like, I can't afford to do that stuff. Like, it's just not the life for me, unfortunately. Would I love to have full pursed lips? Yes, but cannot do it. I have bills. Okay, so I really like this contour. I'm obsessed with this contour shade. It's so good. I really like it a lot. And the foundation powder and the liquid foundation underneath is sitting really nice. It feels really good on my skin. Now I don't feel so much like I'm wearing a bunch of makeup. Even though I put on an extra layer, it almost feels like that wet, like sitting on my skin feeling is gone now. It feels good. It feels like it's part of my body now. So that's what I wanted. I'm going to do blush. I have so many new blushes, so let's try a new blush. I want to try, I pulled in only a liquid, right? Yeah, I only pulled in a liquid. So I would like to try, let's try this one from Too Faced, which is the Cloud Crush 93% Natural Blurring Blush in the shade Tequila Sunset, which is like peachy orangey. This is the packaging. I've never used this before. I do keep my blushes in the packaging just because it's easier to store in my vanity. But usually in other areas, if you see, with the exception of highlighter, bronzer, and blush individuals, if they're in their packaging, it means I haven't used them yet. If you see inventory, which is coming up, keep an eye for inventory, but this is what the packaging looks like. It's very beautiful. I do love this little heart button on the front that you just like prop up or whatever. Very, very cute. This is not as bold as I had expected. I wanted it to be more like opaque and orangey. It's just almost like a muted peach. So it's just not what I was expecting when I bought it. So we'll see if I like it. So let's go ahead and it's nice. It's very, very pretty. But it's not like it's dusty. It's a little dusty. It's not like, oh my God, go run out and buy this blush. No, like I will press it into place. I do like a blush that I don't necessarily have to just press. I like one that I can like play around with and it doesn't lift. But I feel like when I buff it around like in little circles, it almost like this side was a little better, but this side it felt like it was lifting when I played around with it. I think it's a little set now. But it almost felt like instead of laying on my skin, it lifted from my skin, which is really strange. Maybe it was the powder underneath, I don't know. But I have never had a blush really do that to me before. But I do think that it brings out the blue in my eyes immediately because obviously it's like a more peachy orangey color. So it's opposite on the color wheel, which means it's going to make your eyes pop. And I like it in the shade when I have enough on now. I'm like, keep applying, but I like the shade because I feel like it goes well with my new hair color. I'm finding that my tastes are changing in makeup. Since I changed my hair color, I like finding new things to play with, and I'm shocked at the colors and the items that I am absolutely obsessed with and loving. So I do love this color. I do think I need to blend this out just a hint. So I'm going to take a flat foundation brush and just blend around, because I do think there was a lot of blush, but I also wanted to play around with it and see. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, that's beautiful. That color is very beautiful. It is a little finicky, I'm not gonna lie. My first impression is that it's finicky, but I will keep you guys posted on how it wears in the day. Yeah. So far, it's a nice color. Don't mind my hair. Okay, it slept on. It had curls in it yesterday and it slept on. Oh, tea is so good. It's just red rose. It's nothing to like get excited about. I don't have a bunch of bougie teas, although I do actually, but they're more like summer ones that you put ice in with a little bit of like agave and stuff. So I'm bougie in the summer, okay? In the winter, I'm just like red rose and telly. All right, I just need a highlight, and you guys, I'm obsessed. I do have one more thing I want to use, but it goes on just before my finishing powder. But this is the Anastasia highlighter in Sun Idol, and it's absolutely stunning. The packaging is everything. I'm so happy that I waited for this instead of Amrezy. I missed out on Amrezy. If you heard that in my Project 10 uses, I absolutely missed out on it. There is the mirror. I have not taken off this yet, but this is what makeup packaging should be. It's bougie, it's gorgeous, it's weighted, it's heavenly, it's everything, and I'm totally here for it. So we're going to take a loose fluffy brush, like a little egg shaped, and I'm going to go ahead and dust that lightly on my skin. I'm very excited for this. This makes it disperse on your face more so than looking like an airplane runway. But oh my gosh, it is beaming. But what I like is when I'm face on, you still see a little bit of a glow, but you don't see a strip of like the undertone of it. You don't see like an odd looking strip on my face. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to hit the high points a little bit more prominent. And then I'm going to do my nose. Oh, and the tip. That's what she said. And the lips. I enjoy this so much. This is very beautiful. I highly recommend if you like a beautiful like champagne-y golden highlight. This is everything for me in my olive skin tone. Like, I'm obsessed. I love it. I hope they come out with one like this in a more pinky peachy version for those with like a pinky peachy ready undertone, because I think they're missing a mark on just releasing one. I feel like they should have released two kinds, and instead of like this one being like super rose gold, this one could have been more like gold, and then they could have had the peachy rosy one or pinky peachy one with a rose gold. And I think that like they missed an opportunity. They also could have made one with silver and had it like icy. Just saying, hire me, ABH, if you're interested. Okay, last but not least, before I apply my setting spray, we're going to try the finishing powder from Melt. Now, after seeing that previous packaging, this looks very basic, but I will say I have used this once before, and it is a very divine, beautiful item, but you have to go light-handed. You have to use a very loose, fluffy brush, because otherwise it will look like a highlighter on your face. So basically, it's a finishing powder with a glow, so you'll have a little bit of luminosity to your face. So it just adds that glowy luminosity from within, but you definitely need to be light-handed with it. I just need to find the proper brush. This is not it. Okay, I'll try this one. It's a Saint brush. It's old. I barely use them anymore, but I know it's really loose and fluffy, and it's close to me. So this is in the shade Fair. It does come with a full-size mirror, which is awesome. I really do like this, and these would be great for repurposing later. And I definitely love the product itself. I will swatch a little bit for you and you can see what I mean by it looking like a highlighter right off the bat. But once you blend it in, once you use a fluffy brush and blend it in, it's an absolutely stunning finish. So let's go ahead. I'll put it on half my face so you guys can see, and then we'll go from there. I do need bronzer, but I'm not going to do bronzer today. So I just take the ever so lightest amount of dab and just go over everything on my face. So I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it in person. Like, I can see a lot of shine, so I don't want to go heavier than this. But this side I just feel like looks so much more mattified than this side. It looks so glowy and fresh. So I'm going to do the other side now. So yeah, that is the melt. It's called the Fair Glazed. No, that's wrong. It's called the Glazed Skin Sheer Finishing Powder in Fair. Beautiful. I'll show you so you can take a look, even though it's backwards. But I really love this product. I have been enjoying it since I purchased it, and this won't fit back in here now. Okay, so let's go ahead and use my D-Slick from Urban Decay. So far, I'm liking the way my makeup looks. I definitely wanted to use a bit of a bronzer today. And I do like a luminous bronzer, so I can definitely put it over top of this. But I'm okay with the way my skin looks. I just want to be fresh and light today. And I have lots of makeup on already, so we can move on. But yeah, D-Slick, my favorite one from Urban Decay. Okay. All right. That feels so good. It feels so wonderful, and you can feel it working, like just sucking that makeup into your face. It just feels like it's going to stay on all day. So let's work on the brows now. We're going to do the ABH Brow Freeze. ABH Brow Freeze, and this is, of course, a translucent item. They don't have a one that's like colored to match the brows or anything. But I'm glad, because I wouldn't want this in a shade, I don't think, because you can't see it anyway. It's really great on my dark hairs. I naturally have very black hair, and I just am obsessed with this product because you don't see a bunch of white flakies, especially if you don't overuse it. If you put too much, like, you will definitely see. But I just, like, if you... Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this show because it's hilarious. But, yeah, if you just, like brush it through the hairs, it just feels so nice and natural and holds the brows up. You can see I have very sparse hair in the ends because of over plucking from in the 90s and the early 2000s. Please don't ever do the thin brow trend again. That was absolutely horrific, and we don't need to scar people for life anymore with that, okay? If you love the natural, like the thin look, then definitely do it. But I really am sad because I used to have the most bushy, beautiful eyebrows, and I probably would have only needed a brow gel if I didn't do that to my face. So it's sad, but now I get to play with pomade, so I'm trying to look at the happy things in life. And I usually start at the tail because I always want to fill in really good to give me that angle, and then I clean it up after. I think I'm gonna have to switch this brush out. It's getting real chunky. Okay. Yeah, I need to switch this brush out. It's definitely getting too thick and chunky, and it's making spots where it shouldn't. Like the brush is hitting in places I'm not asking it to, and yeah. It's definitely not the product. I don't want you guys to think that it's the product, because the product is amazing. It's literally perfection. When I used to work at Sephora, I sold so much pomade because everyone was like, what do you have in your brows? I need that. And then, of course, you put it on the client and they're like, I want to buy this. I'm like, don't worry, it washes off. Just keep trying. Like, they're like, I'm not sure I'm going to know how to use it. But honestly, like, makeup is so much fun. Like, if you just give yourself that chance to have fun with it, it washes off. It's not like, you know, it's not like a tattoo. It's not going to stay on there forever. Okay, I'm just going to carve under my brows now. They look real dark today. But yeah, I'm just taking a concealer that I've had for a while. I'm not going to put the Kosas one right now because that one is just a little too dark. I could use the MAC one. Like I have 2 MAC ones that I could use right now, or a NYX one that I'm using, but this one is the perfect consistency, and I'm just going to continue using it. Okay, so a little story about this product. It's called MAC Select Cover Up, and it's an incredibly thin, like liquidy concealer, and it's just such a cool product. However, I can't use the creamy liquidiness, or not creamy, but the liquidiness under my brow. I need it to be a thick cream. Like I need it to be something that I can mold and like bend to my will kind of thing. I know that sounds weird, but like I definitely want something that I can like it's malleable for me. It's not just gonna drip. So basically I put this in a little container, and you can see how thick and creamy it is now. Like it's drying out a little bit, and it's the most perfect formula for my brows when I leave this to dry, just a hint. So I'm obsessed. I love that. And I'm so sad because I'm almost done it. I poured the last bit of it into that thing last year, and then I didn't use it because I was using a bunch of other stuff, but I used it because I wanted to get it back to MAC. And I'm so sad that it's gone, but I have so much concealer that I need to use, so I can't wait till you guys see my inventory. Like, you guys will see I have a lot of stuff, and it's coming up in December, so get excited. Inventory time in December. I'm not buying anything new, so I'll have nothing to add. So yeah, I'm very happy with this. I just want to do eyes real quick now. So I'm just going to use a palette that's like old and you can't really get anymore. It's my Stila Eyes Are the Window Soul palette. It's the most gorgeous quick eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going to throw some on, but my primer will be the Milani eyeshadow primer eyeshadow primer, but it is almost an exact dupe of the Urban Decay one. Like, I will never go back. This is so much cheaper, and you can get it on sale, and I definitely buy when it's on sale. Oh, so good. I think I actually have a backup. I'll have to check before I get all excited and think I'm going to run out. But you let it sit for like 30 seconds. I'm going to probably just go straight in because I have to go and do stuff with my family, and I got laundry and stuff to do. But I'm going to go in with the cool tone shade, tap it off, and just like throw that in my crease. It's going to be real messy, but real cute. I do have to say I am enjoying my face makeup, or like the whole face makeup portion. I am really enjoying the feel of it, the look of it. I love that finishing powder that just made everything kind of glow together. Am I sad that I didn't wear a bronzer? Yeah, because I love wearing bronzer, but today did not require it. And sometimes I feel like if I don't wear a bronzer, it doesn't like accent as bad the creasing in my face, because I am getting older. My skin is losing its elasticity, and yeah, it's sad because it's easier to put makeup on when your skin is not so loose, but I'm very thankful for the tautness that I do have. But that is such a quick, beautiful little look. I'm just going to take the same brush and set my brow bone with a bone shade. Like, I'm just being super sloppy about it, but I'm kind of like enjoying the mess. And then I'm going to take a very small, like, what do you call it? Like a blending brush, like a pinched blending brush. And I'm just going to throw that in the outer crease. I'm mixing the two top shades together, and I'm just messily throwing it in my crease, trying not to get a crazy amount of fallout. And then I'm going to take the deeper shade, tap it on a tissue, and just press it in the outer corner. All right, I think I'm going to just throw on this shade right here all over the lid, because I am trying to bring a lot of, like, even though it's neutral, I want that warm neutral, like the warmth of the shade that I selected, but it's not like, it looks kind of peachy, but it's like a brown peachy, like a neutral peachy. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys will see because it makes my eyes pop. All right, that is everything for the eyeshadow. I'm just going to throw a tiny bit of, this is the Surfer Curl Tartsy collection, and it's in the shade brown, I think. Does it have a name? Brown, okay. And I'm almost done this, and it is in a project, so I need to hurry up and finish it. I'm just going to do a little bit on the outer corner, nothing too crazy. Okay, and then I'm just going to do a little bit under the eye. I know this looks really weird. All right, I'm almost done this. I can't believe it. I'm very excited. Last but not least, I'm going to use the NARS Climax mascara. I really enjoy this mascara a lot, but it is still not my number one, but it's definitely like top 5 for sure, maybe even top 4. But it's very nice. The brush is quite large, so you got to be real careful, especially if you have long lashes like I do, because it will hit everything. And I do about 2 or 3 coats of mascara. See, it already hit the top of my eye because my eyelashes are so long and the brush is so big. But I want to coat the front and back of both, like all of the hairs. This is so pretty. Yeah, this is a very nice mascara, and I'm almost done this one as well. So it's, even though there's not much product left in it, it's still applying evenly to each of the hairs, which is a pretty big deal when your mascara gets low. Usually it's just one part of it that will work, but I bring the product up on the tip and then I put that into the top part of the container, and then I push it back in and move the brush around, and it coats the whole brush. Like, you get mascara on all parts of the applicator. So that is beautiful. I love it. I'm not doing anything on my lower lash line today. It's just, that's a normal thing that I do. And last but not least, lips. I'm going to use the Maybelline Vinyl Ink in the shade Peachy 15. And that is it for my Get Ready With Me today. I had a lot of fun doing this. I really enjoy the way that my base looks. I really enjoy all the face products. The eye products are nice as well. They're old, are discontinued, like for the eye makeup, like the Stila eyeshadow palette. But I love my brows. I love my face. I love the lips. I love the eyelashes. Like, I feel like these products are really good, and I think I'm really going to continue to enjoy them. So I hope you liked today. I hope you like this video. It's going to be something I'm going to try to do a little more often on my channel, is to use products that I have in my collection, whether they're new or old, just so we can all kind of think about, hey, I have that, or hey, I really enjoyed using that, maybe I need to pick that up again, you know, stuff like that. Or something like you've never tried before and you thought it applied well and want to go ahead and take a look at it for yourself. I'm not trying to encourage anyone to make purchases that they're not allowed to do, but if you have that money to try something new and you found something you like here, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know of products that you'd like to try that you see in my collection in my inventory videos that are going to come up in December. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!